And here we go. We are underway here in Guntersville. They are right next to each other. What a race. Southern Cup is underway here. They are side by side. This is going to be a drag race to the finish. Oh, he flipped. Hello everyone, it is Matthew. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are here for the Guntersville Hydrofest vlog in the H1 Unlimited season opener. This is going to be a crazy video for all you guys who have followed the channel. You probably know that I am huge into H1 Unlimited racing. I have been since I was a little kid. I know some of the people that work on the boats or some of the drivers, and today is the season opening race here in Guntersville, Alabama, the Guntersville Hydrofest, and it's going to be a good one. For all you that don't know what H1 Unlimited racing is that's watching this video, basically, it's the world's fastest race boats, and they are super fun to watch. Like I said, I've been in the sport since I was a little kid following it, and we're here for the season opener race 2023 for H1 Unlimited. I'm going to be covering all the racing today going on for the Guntersville Hydrofest, and also vlogging throughout my whole entire day today. It's going to be an amazing day of racing and fun. Now, we're starting this video off right now in Huntsville, Alabama. It's around 30 minutes outside of Lake Guntersville. Now, for this video, I obviously want to do my normal vlogging throughout the whole day and stuff, but I also want to do my best at trying something new and making this almost into like a TV show style video covering the race today, the season opening Guntersville Southern Cup. So, we're set up for an amazing day of racing here. This may be some of the best competition H1 Unlimited has ever seen here in 2023. Probably the closest competition. There's like 5 or 6 guys that really have an even shot at winning. Before we get started though, let's meet the boats that are competing here for the Southern Cup. Starting off with the U1, the Miss Home Street Racing. This boat has won like 7 out of the 8 last national championships. They've dominated for the most part of the last decade, but there is one major difference here in 2023, and that is that this boat is no longer driven by Jimmy Shane. He drove this boat for most part of the last decade, and he retired at the end of last season. He retired as the 4th most winningest driver, but now this boat is turned over to rookie Dylan Runney. Now, obviously, it's going to be interesting to see a rookie driving this boat. He is a very talented rookie, but it may take a little bit of time to get used to everything, but I still think this is honestly maybe one of the favorites. They qualified 5th out of 8 boats. That is the U1. We now move on to the U3, the Griggs Ace Hardware. This is a fan favorite boat because they are the only boat that still uses a piston engine. They're always the loudest boat and a fan favorite. They qualified 7th out of 8, and it's going to be interesting to see could they pull off an upset here in Guntersville. We now move on to the U8, the Strong Racing Beacon Electric. This boat is driven by J. Michael Kelly. He is now the winningest driver on the circuit, and I'm gonna be honest, last year they struggled a little bit, but this year I think this boat is gonna be one of the favorites. They were running fast yesterday. They qualified 4th, and it's gonna be interesting to see. I think this is one of the favorites, the U8. Now we move on to the U9, the Strong Racing Beacon Plumbing, driven by Cory Peabody. Now, Cory Peabody, if you guys remember last year, actually won 2 of the first few races, including here at Guntersville, and then in Madison, we were there. Disaster struck. He flipped over. The boat missed the rest of the season, but they are back this year. They rebuilt the entire boat, and honestly, this boat may be the favorite here in 2023. It's really close in between like 4 or 5 boats, but I would honestly give the edge to the U9, Cory Peabody being the favorite here in 2023. They qualified 2nd yesterday. We now move on to the U11, the Legend Yacht Transport. This is also a fan favorite boat. They're always competing, but they have yet to get a win. But could that change here at Guntersville? They qualified 6th, and that is the U11. Now we have the U40, the Bucket List Racing. This boat was driven by Dave Vilwalk last year. It has been turned over to Dustin Eccles this year here in 2023. He's not a rookie. He's driven many years before, but this is his first time really getting this U40 boat. And I'm telling you this, he was running fast yesterday. This is a sleeper pick. Honestly, not too many people would have put him as the favorite, but he won qualifying and actually broke the field restricted record for fastest qualifying speed ever. So who knows, maybe he could be the favorite this weekend. He has never won a race. The U40 driven by Dustin Eccles qualified first. It'll be interesting to see what happens the rest of the weekend. We now move on to the U91 driven by Andrew Tate. And no, it's not the Andrew Tate you're thinking of. For all you that know boat racing, Andrew Tate is a huge name in boat racing, and he didn't race last year, returning to a boat driving the U91 Goodman Real Estate. This boat qualified 3rd yesterday. It also definitely should be considered one of the favorites, driven by Andrew Tate, obviously one of the best H1 racers there is. And the final boat here today is the U440 driven by Brent Hall. Now, Brent Hall is a rookie driver. The U40 is, as much as I hate to say it, the slowest boat in the field, but they always are a fan favorite. Brent Hall is a rookie, and who knows? We've seen crazier things happen, and I would love to see a crazy upset happen. See what happens here this weekend. Those are the 8 boats competing. Before, though, we head off to the action, I think let's recap what happened yesterday, because even though most of the preliminary heats and obviously the championship race for the Southern Cup is today, let's recap what happened yesterday. So obviously we had qualifying. I gave you all the standings and stuff, and then we had one set of preliminary heats. In 1A, we had a very good race. It ended up being the U8 taking the win in that race after the U40, who qualified first, ended up jumping the gun. He was too early at the start. He got a penalty, giving the win to the U8 driven by J. Michael Kelly. Then in heat 1B, excuse me, we also had a good race in between Andrew Tate and Cory Peabody. Cory Peabody in the U9 ended up coming out victorious in that one. And now we're here for today. It's going to be an amazing racing. We're going to be covering everything. Let's head to Guntersville. So everyone, we have made it here to Lake Guntersville. Now, if you don't know, Guntersville is a beautiful town in between mountains. It's got a ton of lakes. Obviously, Lake Guntersville is huge. It's like half the town, and it's amazing hospitality. The events they put on every year here, this is obviously our 2nd year here, is always top-notch H1 Unlimited event. Water conditions are nice. The race course is all set up. We are just minutes away from the start of our racing action here in Guntersville. We are starting with H1 Unlimited Preliminary Heat 2A, and this heat features the U9, the U91, the U8, and the U40, the 4 fastest boats in qualifying. This one is gonna be a good heat, all right. So the boats have got on the water. We have the U8 right there, U9 right there, we have the U40, and there's the U91. And here we go. We are underway here in Guntersville. 2A is underway. Andrew Tate comes out of turn number 1 in first place, but there is 3 boats right to his side. Andrew Tate in front right now.
Here we go. We're going to see a lot of boats pan out right here. Andrew Tate has the inside, hopping around that turn one. And there's Peabody right there. Eccles on the outside as well. One lap down, 2 more to go here. Andrew Tate has the lead off the corner, but Peabody is right there on his outside. Cory Peabody hidden in the rooster tail right now, but he is right there. Entering turn number 2, where is Peabody? Oh, he is right next to him. They are right next to each other. What a race. We come down to complete the second lap. 1 more to go. They're right next to each other. Eccles in 3rd, J. Michael Kelly in 4th. They go into turn number 1 for the final time. Caden Peabody. Peabody is right next to him. They are right next to each other here. Peabody pulling ahead by about a boat length. This is going to be a drag race to the finish as they get ready to enter the final turn for the final time. Well, they go into the final turn. They are side by side. This is going to be a drag race to the finish here. They are right next to each other. Peabody pulling ahead. It's going to be a close one. Race to the finish. I think it's going to be Cory Peabody with the win by feet. Dustin Eccles in the 40 gets 3rd. J. Michael Kelly will come home in 4th. What a race in Heat 2A. Oh my. So the order for Heat 2A, Cory Peabody gets a close win in the U9. The U91 and Andrew Tate comes home 2nd. The 3rd place is the U40 with Dustin Eccles. And in 4th place, J. Michael Kelly in the U8. What a race that was to start off our action here at Guntersville. Why H1 Unlimited is obviously the main event here at Guntersville. Also 2 other classes of boats that are racing. They are the Grand Prix and the Pro Light class. They're not as fast as H1, but they're still really entertaining. And actually right now, Pro Light is about to start a race right now. We're heading down for our next action. That will be Heat 2B. This one's going to be a good one here. Heat 2B will feature the U1, the U3, and the U11. Now, the U1 obviously is driven by rookie Dylan Runney, and since he is a rookie, his first 2 preliminary heats, he has to start outside and as a trailer boat. All 3 boats heading out onto the course here for Heat 2B. Here we go, down to the start. And Heat 2B is underway. Nielsen and Jimmy King battling here to start. The 11 in front right now in lane 1. But the U3 is hidden back in the rooster tail. See if he can pull alongside him. Out of the 2nd turn, and Jimmy King in the U3 is right next to the 11, side by side after 1. 2 more laps to go. Look at this. And Jimmy King, the U3 pulling ahead by a little bit, but it is still dead even almost. One more lap to go. They are still Almost dead even. The U3's got like a 2 boat length advantage. They go into the first turn for a final time. Nielsen has the advantage in lane 1. Final turn. Nielsen trying to make a good turn, but I think the 3's got it. It's a close one, but the U3 is going to come across the start-finish line in first place by about 5 boat lengths. The U11 will get second, and the U1 will get third. Great race right there in Heat 2B.
Now we will have more action from the Grand Prix and the Pro Lights. We haven't seen the Grand Prix today. They will have a few races, and then we will go to the next set of preliminary heats for the H1s. That will be Heat 3A and 3B. Right now we have a break on the water, so let's see what else is here. There's like 20 food booths that are all around here. There's some amazing food here at the Hydrofest. They literally have every food that you could imagine here. Oh! We have a ton of crazy cars that are here. I wish I had one of these. We got a lot of bounce houses here. Apparently I'm too old to do them. We got the trophies back there. We have the Southern Cup. Somebody's going to take that home later today. Here we have a lot of porta potties. These are probably the most used thing here at Guntersville. So it's a little bit later. We've been doing stuff around here. It's time to start H1 Unlimited racing back. We're about to start Heat 3A. We are going to have the U1, the U3, the U91, and the U8 in this one. This is going to be a good Heat 3A coming up here shortly. Also, we had a change in the order of finish from Heat 2B. The U3 who won ended up getting penalized after the race, so that moves the U11 to the first place.
There's stuff to see all the way over there, but the boats are heading this way. We have 3 of the 4 boats to answer the call. The 3 did not make it. Here we go. We are back underway with action. And it looks like all 3 may have jumped. Tate, who's in lane 1 right now. All 3 have jumped the gun, so basically there's no penalties, then you might as well say. Oh, J. Michael Kelly right next to Andrew Tate. Still right there, about 5 boat lengths back. One lap to go. Andrew Tate comes down to the finish line, and he will win Heat 3A. J. Michael Kelly and the BCM Electric will come home second. And the home street and Dylan Runny will come home third. All three of them jumped, but still a good heat.
And now that sets up the final preliminary heat. That will be heat 3B. That will be the 9, the 40, and the 11.
All three boats on the water. This one's gonna be a good one. And it also decides who will be on the front row of the final. Here we go. This one's gonna be a good one. And we are underway with Heat 3B. Cory Peabody leads them down to turn 1. The start is good, and there is Peabody around the turn. One lap down, 2 to go. It's going to be a close one for second. Cory Peabody coming down to the finish line. He is going to get his third out of 3 wins here. Nielsen will come home in second in the U11, and Dustin Eccles in the U40 in third place.
With that, it means next up is the main event, the H1 Unlimited Championship for the Southern Cup. It's going to be a good one. We'll have the lineups here in a second.
Before we have, though, our main event in the Southern Cup, the Grand Prix and the Pro Lights are going to have their championship.
Okay, so the 2 smaller classes, their finals are done, and it is time for the main event, the Southern Cup. We will have a 6-boat final heat. One of them will be a trailer. We're gonna go over the lineup. On the front row of the final, we have the U1, the U8, the U9, the U11, and the U91. Those will be the 5 boats on the front row, and then the U40 will be the trailer boat. All this racing has led up to this main event. Now they're gonna try and hurry and get the finals started, get the boats in the water, because in around 30 minutes or so, there's some pretty bad storms on the way. This final heat is actually 5 laps instead of the normal 3 laps here for the championship race.
Here comes all 6 of the boats. Let's meet our field. We have the U1, rookie Dylan Runny. Could he win his first race? The trailer boat, Dustin Eccles, and the U40. We have the U8, the Beacom Electric, and J. Michael Kelly. Can he add another win in his career? Then we also have Andrew Tate in the U91 Goodman Real Estate. We have the U9 Beacom Plumbing and Cory Peabody. Can he go back-to-back here at Guntersville? And we have the U11 and Jamie Nielsen. Those are our 6 boats here in the finale. It's time to start the Southern Cup. Remember, these boats have to go over 80 miles per hour, so they gotta watch for a penalty. The 8 is really early. J. Michael Kelly is 14 seconds. Kelly is really early. He's gonna jump. And that is the start. Kelly was 100% over. Was there anyone else? It's gonna be interesting to see. The Southern Cup is underway here. There is Peabody right there. Andrew Tate just flipped. Andrew Tate just flipped. They're still going. Wait, I didn't even see it. We just had a flip. Are they gonna stop? Okay, now I think they're slowing down now. Tate is upside down. Tate is climbing out. We have had a flip. Andrew Tate is out of the bottom of the boat. He was in the middle of the rooster tail, so I don't know if we got any good angle. Now, I am not sure if Andrew Tate flipped a full time around. He may have just went like halfway over and then just came down upside down, but they have just canceled the race. They will not beat the Storms. That is a unfortunate way to end the race.
They are telling everybody to evacuate
The whole entire Guntersville Hydrofest immediately. They will tally up all the points from the preliminary heats to get the winner. More than likely, that's going to be Cory Peabody. And Cory Peabody was winning that race. And I'm going to say this. J. Michael Kelly was going to get penalized. Obviously, Tate flipped over. Cory Peabody would have probably won that race. And like they said, it's going to go off points now, so Peabody will probably get the win. You can see right there the boat upside down. They'll have to tow it in. It's going to be interesting to see what the damage is, because we'll be in Madison next week for the next H1 event, and hopefully that boat is able to be fixed by then.
So everyone, after that, the Storms rolled in. We just left and actually went and had dinner in Huntsville. Now, it's a few days later. I've made it back home, and I'm going to talk about the final heat for a little bit and then wrap up this video. Obviously, you guys saw from my angles, the U91 flipped in the final heat on the first lap. No matter where you were standing, it was in between boats, so you really couldn't see it that well. I didn't even realize the flip had happened till like 10 seconds later, but the U91 flipped, and thankfully, Andrew Tate was completely fine. H1 actually got a really good drone shot of it. I'll put it in the video. Make sure to go check out H1. But basically, the boat didn't even do a full flip. It just flipped about 90 degrees and then came down, landed upside down. And like I said, Andrew Tate was completely fine, thankfully. And also something I didn't realize is actually right after the boat landed upside down, the U40, which was the trailer boat, actually clipped the backside of the upside down boat. It was unavoidable because you literally couldn't see. But yeah, so hopefully both those boats are ready for Madison this upcoming week. But Guntersville, it was an amazing time, and I wish we could have reran the final, but the Storms were only like 10 minutes away, and it would have taken like 30 minutes to get everything restarted and stuff. Cory Peabody ended up being the winner. Congratulations to him. That is back-to-back championships at Guntersville. But that's going to be all for this crazy video. Hopefully I did a good job at covering the sport of H1 and covering the Guntersville Hydrofest well. That was my goal for this video, and I know it was a crazy video. We had a flip and so much good racing. It was an amazing time in Guntersville, and I can't wait for Madison. I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, camping alongside the river. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys there, but thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like on the video, make sure to comment on the video, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you all enjoyed the first H1 video of 2023. We will have a lot more coming in Madison, but that's going to be all for this video. So till next time, see ya!
say that it feels right.